Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another week of me trying to be profitable. And this week was pretty slow, not gonna lie. There was some major news pretty much every day, so I couldn't take a trade most days of the week. Honestly, bro, there's like way too much news, bro. Like, what the fuck? Look at this, bro. Anyways, yeah, I'll just get into this week. Enough yapping. Alright, so today I wasn't really in the right state of mind, so I decided to only place a fake trade since price action was gonna be shit, and since it was the day prior to news plus it was also Monday, and I saw that price was within this 4-hour fair value gap plus 1-hour fair value gap range. The price was currently respecting this 1-hour order block, and the main draws on liquidity were still at usual London high. I did see these recent 5-minute confluences get respected, which I liked, and further on top of that, the 15-minute inverse fair value gap was developed, and the body formed within the range, which made me think that shorts were pretty prominent. Because of those confluences, I decided to take a fake trade and try to target the London low and the LRLs to the sell side, and I think that the initial bearish move was the snipe tap into the 5-minute inverse fair value gap plus fair value gap, since price came in swept the recent low before moving higher. One thing I got wrong was I failed to consider a 1-hour order block in the same sense that I ignored it even when I laid it out. I stepped into it and ended up getting some strong buying pressure off of that, so it's more of a case of being bonded to my bias. Yes, the bearish move occurred, but it went to the recent prominent low and tapped into the order block, which filled the order block and changed market state to bullish since respecting a higher time frame confluence. Either way, it's a good thing I didn't take a trade today. Alright, so for today, Powell was speaking, and since he was speaking, I decided not to take a trade today, so instead I'll just do some forward testing to see what could happen. And what I saw was this high time frame, on the high time frame was this nice overlap of high time frame imbalances, which price tapped into and continued bullish off of. We knew we were in a bullish trend because there was a 4-hour inverse fair value gap disrespect, and price tapped into the 1-hour bullish order block, which made the push up even further. And then on the low time frame, we could see that price was accumulating after tapping into the overlap. This accumulation can be counted as an indication that price wanted to move in the opposite direction or would want to make a big move, and because of that we can set a continuation order for our bias, and we would have taken this trade up to the London high. And backtesting today still gave the same idea that you gotta be confident in your setups and you gotta play them without hesitation. Alright, so today there was just a shitload of news with Powell speaking again and CPI, so I decided that it was just gonna be another backtesting day. So yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, so for today, I just mainly wanted to get back into the flow of things after not trading for the past 2 days. And I saw these 15-minute imbalances at the start, which were a nice overlap, and I wanted to see these imbalances get tapped into further before pushing higher. And as market opened, there was some strong buying response, which was the move that I wanted to catch, and I ended up missing this entry because I wanted to tap into the 15-minute BPR, which shouldn't occur. Price just ran and found me hitting all the TPs. So it was pretty alright since I had my bias correct, and I did learn that I could incorporate some intuitive footprint charting, because I did learn footprint charting before, and it's the same concept as aggressive buying and selling. And yeah, just watching price action since price was showing signs of aggressive buying with the fat sell side wicks, and the consolidation LRL buy side, the aggressive buyers, and respect of the bullish confluences would have been the confluences for the trade, and it would have worked out really well in the end. But yeah, I was just waiting for a setup after that, but nothing really came, so I just called it a day. Alright, so for today, what I was initially thinking was bearish since I saw these high time imbalances to the sell side. But after looking a bit further into it, I noticed that this 4-hour fair value gap was getting respected, and the other confluences as well, such as the 1-hour fair value gap and 15-minute fair value gap, were also getting respected. Both the high time frame and low time frame were in sync with respecting the bullish trend, but I was still a little bit skeptical in the end because I still had my initial bias of bearish, so I just placed a Fox trade today. And the trade actually did pretty well. The bias of price running bullish ended up being correct, and price did run up but not before coming down and performing a seek and destroy to wick the stop loss. Honestly, considering the opposite lesson from designing the mine actually worked out quite well as before, I would have mindlessly gone for short swing as the right play. Maybe it's the right play in the future, but right now I gotta be more in the moment. So that ends off this week's trades. Alright, so to end off this week, as you can see, this week was a bunch of nothing burgers. Shitload of news made it pretty hard to trade, and also made it go against my plan as well if I were to take a trade. I guess we did still learn some things this week. Very slow, honestly, right now with the progression. Gotta keep grinding the more and more till this pays off. And my uni has started recently, so I'm sorry if the quality of the upload isn't as great. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.